Welcome to Center Heist Productions. We're reviewing the game last night, which was about an hour or so ago. Unfortunately, it's past 12 here, so my video is not going to be completed until the 5th. Okay, so anyway, it's a review of the Kraken coming into Montreal. The Habs held on and won this game. The final score was 4-2. Please hit the likes and subscribe down in your right-hand corner. I would muchly appreciate it. Let's see if we can get 100, 150 likes. And pass it on to your friends and family. We're trying to grow the channel, have a good hockey community here for the Habs channel. All right, now quick rundown. Okay, recap. Sean Monohan scored twice. Josh Anderson broke his 20-game goal drought dating to last season with an empty netter that sealed the Montreal Canadiens' 4-2 win over the Seattle Kraken on Monday. With Montreal up 3-2, Seattle was pressing. Anderson floated the puck from his own zone and into the Kraken's net at 32 seconds left. Anderson said he focused on getting back to the basics instead of worrying about his drought in the past couple weeks. I just said you've got to get back in the way you're playing. You're in the league for a reason, he said. Just go out there and do your thing. Don't focus about scoring and just try to get back to your game and do the things and things will take care of themselves. Tanner Pearson also had a goal for Montreal, which won its first game at home since November the 11th. So that being said, Montembeault made 31 stops. Great game. He played a very solid game. He made a spectacular save there at one point, just point blank at him. Played beautiful game on Montembeault's part, earning his new contract. The Canadians, they looked sharp early, which was the whole key to this game, was getting out and stop, and for us to stop shooting ourselves in the foot and playing god awful and getting behind in the first periods. So the Habs successfully accomplished this tonight. Very good game. And Slavkovsky had a fabulous game. He actually split the defense, won Berg on it. In between the two of them, he was forced to take Slav down, which got a power play, which in return got us a power play goal from Sean Monohan, which was nice to see. So that was good to see. Excellent game. Now we will get back to the stat section of this. Okay, Sean Monohan, first star. 2 goals. He had an exceptional night. He came out of getting his first goals in a bit. Good to see. And he was a +2. Nick Suzuki had a pretty half-decent game as well. He played well. He had an assist and was even in the plus-minus department. Josh Anderson had a goal and an assist, was a +2, and was the third star. All right, first period score started with 4:03. Sean Monohan, assisted by Josh Anderson, and Jake Evans, beautiful goal. Tanner Pearson got a nice one in front, tipping one there. Just a beautiful goal. With a shot from Brendan Gallagher and Christian Dvorak at the other assist on it. So that we were up 2-0. Then at 6:53, that was also Tanner Pearson's goal was in the second period. And then 6:58, Sean Monohan scores again. This is by Nick Suzuki and Cole Caulfield on a power play. That first goal by Monohan in the first period. One mention I wanted to make: Josh Anderson. I got to commend him on that because he was very unselfish and he just blew it across the crease over to Monohan, not being concerned about scoring a goal himself. This was nice to see from him. He seen that Monohan had a wide open net on his side, and he got it to him, and Monohan got it wide open goal on that one. Just wanted to make mention because it was something that Josh should be commended for. So that's we're at 6:58 where Monohan scored a second goal, and that was the power play goal. That was the power play that was given to us when Slav was taken down. And Slav had an exceptional game. So the amount of setups he made, just a beautiful night. Very very good, good on the boards, hitting. Um, he was very on his game, playing much better. You can see the growth in his game. Then at 14:05, Jared McCann scores, assisted by Dunn and Larson. Then we go into the third period, and Dunn is heating up. They get a power play goal. This is where Matheson helped change the momentum of the third period, and it wasn't good there. They were coming on there. So this was more their third period. Vince Dunn scores, assisted by Tolvanen, assisted by Matty Beniers on the power play. And you could tell that made it 3-2 at that point. So they had a chance of tying this thing up, and they were putting the heat on. And it came right down to 1928 when they pulled their goaltender. And I was kind of surprised that Anderson was on the ice in this position, but he was on the ice, and he fired the puck from the boards in his own end down the ice into the open net, which was nice. He finally broke the drought, and he needed that as well. It was nice to see Pearson score too. It was been a while for him as well. So three guys, uh, broke their droughts tonight. Josh Anderson's being the much more serious drought. A good, solid game. Like I say, Slavkovsky for me was one of the best players in this game. Monahan had a strong game as well. Gooley in the defensive zone had a good game. Matheson had a half decent game, but he caused um, some issues in his own end, made mistakes in his own end, and I seen in one, I don't remember which period it was, but he had his defense partner right with him, and he cuts across. This is something that's got to be branded into them because this is what's going on. He's trying to do too much. He had his partner there, let his partner take the puck. The puck was on his partner's side, and he comes over to make sure, uh, that the puck is got type deal. But this is the problem when you stop covering your own zone, and this is where mistakes are made and you're scored on. And that's what I find with Matheson is that's his weaker point. A little bit of sloppiness and trying, and I think it's due to trying to do too much. I think they got to tell all of them to stick to their sides. For me, this was also a day of I was very disheartened to see Jack I get put to Laval, and the rumor from George Larocque was that Jack I in the particular game, and I think I remember that game when he took too many penalties and it cost us the game. He took some serious heat from Martin St. Louis, so I'm hoping this is not due to this. I would hope this is just to get him back up to pace and then bring him right back up. Now, mind you, there's no cap issues. That's why he was able to, but there's no doubt in my mind. There's no one that can tell me that he shouldn't be there above Struble any day of the week. Sorry, we could use him. So I'm hoping this is not. I'm not happy about this decision personally. Just not pleased whatsoever. This is the one thing that's been being done that I do not agree with Martin St. Louis. Drop the vendetta. You've had guys in this lineup that have made this. The whole team's had a lot of penalties. I had a discipline issue. He cleaned it up, and now he came to a point where he was less physical after that scolding from Martin St. Louis, and now it's looking like they're thinking that that's what it's caused by, so he changed his game a bit. So let's see what happens. Hopefully this is nothing, is what I'm hoping, because this is the first time I'm really disagreeing, and I'm saying this is lack of experience with St. Louis. And yet, when you got veterans, yes, finally Josh scored tonight, but in these previous games, why can someone tell me When players aren't performing, such as Josh Anderson, such as some of the vets at times, um, how can you not? Or how can you discipline like Slav being moved the other night? Yes, he was on the first line. He took advantage of it tonight, and it looked great. That line looked good, really good tonight. But for him in the last game to be demoted when he was playing well, that was the beginning of the decisions that I'm not too thrilled about. I thought it was Acidane, and I think the same thing with the Jacky situation. This is a brand, and what he brings to the Montreal Canadiens is something we haven't had in a long time, and we need it. He is a solid player. Yes, he's working on his systems. I get it that he's been beat a few times. Who hasn't? Look at the amount of times Barron has copped it up. Look at the amount of times Matheson has copped it up. If we want to talk about making mistakes in your own end, I think they've all done it at some point, to tell you the truth. So I just don't like the way I'm hoping that this is, something totally different than what we're thinking, that's being mentioned, because they need him in Montreal, and they need to get him back up there in a hurry. And I'm sorry, I've watched Struble play. He's been calm, but between him and Gustafson, or Lidstrom, sorry, that's the name. Between those two, either or of them should be sent down before Jacky. So I'm totally. This is where I love Martin St. Louis, but I totally disagree, and I totally disagree with the handling of that with Slavkovsky in the last game. Now, yes, he was promoted to the first line tonight, and that's great, and they played fabulous. But some of these decisions, and what message are you sending to the young guys that the veterans can basically do what they want, not perform? You got to get rid of that message, and get over your little. You disciplined Jack. He straightened up, uh, and got his act together. Now, the only thing you needed to do with him was tell him he still can be physical, right? But that's about it. And he's getting used to his systems. There's new systems in place on that defense core, and he's adjusting. Like I said, there's nobody on that defensive core that's not making some mistakes. It's a very young, green defense, and even our veteran making a lot of mistakes. So for me, I'm proud of, Barron's come a long ways. I give him credit, but he makes a lot of mistakes too. So, like I say, I think all of these guys, there's a few of these guys that should be a first thought long before Jacky. So with that being said, I know I was glad to see St. Louis was quite happy with Slav's game tonight. That's good to see, and I hope this line that generates more for Slavkovsky. He looked exceptionally like a different player, like he's growing big time. He's just improving nightly. So hats off to him. Hats off to the Habs for winning this game. I don't like that they give up or we're into these one goal games, because technically, I don't care what game it is. If you're in a game where it's like 3-2, to me the empty netter, I don't take that into consideration in my overall thought of the game. It was a tight game. We played better. We were much better in the first and second, and they were a little better in the third. But I don't know why it is that we get in games that we should win. It's only by a goal type of thing, and like I say, empty netters. It doesn't matter to me who scores them from either team. I don't really count them. So that being said, it was a great game. Go Habs, go! Liked seeing what we did. Wonderful to see. Let's see. Now we're at 11-11-3. Kind of evened out our record. And this was a good showing. And like I say, things are moving in a positive direction. Other than, like I said, I'd like to see Lidstrom or Struble taken out of there and Jacky back with us. I hope it's just a conditioning thing. That is my hope. So with that being said, thank you for following me. We will get back to you uh, in the next game, the next review. I have to see, where is that? Okay. Yeah. The next game is Looks like the Kings. It's the 7th. 7th, that's Thursday, I think. 5th is Tuesday, 6th. Yep, 7th. So Thursday night, it looks like we have the Kings in town. Yikes. That's a team that looks like it's a runner for one of the exceptional teams, well balanced, that we're trying to design our team like. That's Stanley Cup material. Like they're going to be fighting. They're definitely going to be a playoff team, and they're going to have a shot. One of the teams that's going to have a shot at getting a cup the way they're going. So this is a good, solid team. Don't expect much in this game. They manhandled us the last game. I would just hope that we play a little more respectable, but I don't expect a victory in that game. But great game tonight. Montempo was exceptional. Slav was exceptional. Monohan was excellent. Pearson had a good game. Galley had an all right game. Um, Suzuki had an alright game. Caulfield, a lot of the boys did. And I still think Gooley was probably the best defenseman tonight, with Matheson close next. Other than Matheson's defensive woes that cost us goals, between him and Barron, I just think it's a dangerous pairing. Um, it just seems that there's so much kerfuffle. They always seem to cough up a lot more goals. Anyway, with that being said, we won. It's over. Great game. Proud of the boys. Go Habs, go! But of course, I'm on the tank train. Just so these wins scare me. But grab a win when you can, because you don't want it to set in. And you can be sure that, like I say, I think Thursday night, don't expect a victory, but let's hope it's a close game. We'll just tighten up the reins. All right, with that being said, thank you for joining me. Where's Puck Drop First here at Center Ice. You heard it. And we shall catch you in the review Thursday night on the Habs. Okay, with the Kings. That should be a good game. All right, thank you for joining me. And till the next review, and leave your comments. Just keep them respectable. Like hearing from you. God bless.